There's just something irresistible about the playful antics of animals, especially when they get caught doing silly things. Among all creatures, cats seem to have an unrivaled knack for mischief, keeping their human companions endlessly entertained. Imagine for a moment the classic scene: a fluffy cat perched on the edge of a countertop, batting at a glass of water with one determined paw. Despite their owner's pleas, the cat seems determined, almost methodical, before it finally knocks the glass onto the floor with a triumphant flick. The cat then stares at the mess, as if nothing happened, or even better, as if physics itself has let them down yet again. It's in these moments that we can't help but laugh. Cats are well known for getting themselves into all sorts of predicaments, often with the air of dignity only a feline can maintain while in a ridiculous position, whether it's squeezing into boxes that are clearly too small or balancing atop precarious shelves. They approach every challenge with tenacity and curiosity. Many cat owners have experienced the joy of watching their pets' failed, graceful leaps, whether aiming for the windowsill and missing it by a whisker, or mistiming a pounce on the unsuspecting red dot of a laser pointer. The ensuing tumbles and indignation never fail to amuse. Of course, their playful side is on full display during those spontaneous zoomies, when a cat races wildly through the house for no apparent reason. One moment, all is calm, and the next, it's as if the cat has remembered an urgent appointment in another room, leaping over furniture, skidding across the floor, and leaving bewildered dogs or startled humans in their wake. Sometimes their antics are inspired by the most mundane objects. A simple hair tie, a crumpled piece of paper, or a rolling marble can provide endless entertainment. The unexpected turns, sudden twists, and ambushes behind furniture show just how creative and spontaneous a cat can be. But cats aren't the only animals that bring laughter to our lives with their silly behaviors. Across the animal kingdom, creatures of all shapes and sizes have been caught on camera doing things that make us smile. Take dogs, for example, man's best friend and a fountain of boundless energy. There are times when dogs become so excited to see their humans. They forget all coordination, leaping and spinning, sometimes failing spectacularly to judge where a lap ends and a coffee table begins. Then there are the moments when a dog chases its own tail or tries, unsuccessfully, to figure out the source of an unfamiliar noise, tilting its head in different directions in comical confusion. Birds, too, have their own brand of goofiness. Parrots that expertly mimic human speech sometimes sputter out gibberish or break into song at the least appropriate moments. Some cockatoos, believing themselves to be master dancers, will bob and sway in rhythm to music, much to the delight of anyone watching. Chickens might peck curiously at their reflections, ducks slip and slide on snowy patches, and geese line up, determined to honk at everything in sight as if auditioning for a comedic chorus. And let's not forget the wonders of the wild. Cameras have captured squirrels attempting dramatic acrobatics to reach bird feeders, only to be foiled by ingenious obstacles and land upside down in surprise. A raccoon caught red-handed, halfway inside a trash can, will freeze in place, channeling an expressionless poker face, before attempting as nonchalant a retreat as possible. Sometimes, surprise visits from curious deer or the waddle of penguins can turn otherwise ordinary moments into a showcase of natural comedy. In aquariums, otters turn practical daily routines into games, sliding down embankments or playing catch with stones. Dolphins, famous for their intelligence and playfulness, leap and twirl above the water, sometimes splashing onlookers on purpose. Their sense of fun is evident in the glint of their eyes as they interact with each other, or perhaps even try to get a reaction from the crowd around them. Laughter is contagious, and there's no shortage of it when observing animals going about their days. Sometimes it's an unexpected encounter. A goat bouncing around a yard, hopping sideways, or chickens escaping their coop for a surprise sprint across the grass. Farm animals aren't immune to goofiness either. Piglets tumble and snuffle through straw. Sheep gather in tight little groups in an apparent game of follow the leader, and horses roll exuberantly after being let out to pasture, their legs in the air and manes flying. Back in our homes, even familiar pets like rabbits and hamsters get in on the fun. Bunnies might perform spontaneous binkies, those sudden, twisting jumps that signal pure joy. Hamsters, intent on fitting far too much food into their cheeks, can stop and stare at their owners as if daring them to comment. Ferrets, high energy and endlessly curious, will tunnel through anything they can find. Piles of laundry, couch cushions, or specially made play tubes, often popping in and out of view like furry little surprises. What's remarkable is that underneath all the hilarity, animals remind us not to take life too seriously. Their silly behaviors highlight moments of happiness and serve as an escape from the routines of daily life. It could be a cat tangled in its own tail, a dog rolling in grass for the sheer joy of it, or a curious animal investigating a camera lens with a nose boop. Each scenario is a reminder of the lighter side of the animal world. Kids and adults alike find joy in these moments because they reflect something universal: the freedom to play, to explore, and sometimes to be just a little bit clumsy. The giggles and outright laughter that follow are proof of the powerful connection between humans and animals, a bond built not only on companionship and care, but on shared amusement and mutual delight. So, the next time you see a cat chasing shadows, a dog gleefully making a mess, or any animal going about its day in a goofy manner, remember that you're witnessing a little piece of joy. These glimpses into the playful, unpredictable side of animals bring us together in laughter and remind us how wonderful the world can be when we greet it with curiosity and a sense of humor.